especially beautiful day because today, that's me, by the way. I'm your host, Madjef. You can get me right here with a little applause and get me to smile. See how you did that? See how you did that? That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Anyways, welcome to my show. I'm so excited that you're here today. I got an exciting guest today. We're not gonna chop it up too much in the beginning. We're gonna get right into it. I'm gonna let you know how I know this young man, and we're gonna kick it right off and get it going. Right? Anyway, his name is Cardell Arnett. He's also known as Ahunnidfranklinbeatz. That's his alter ego. Now, when I knew him, he was an MC and a worldwide playboy. But since then, he's become a producer who's in demand, working hard to establish his brand and his name in the hip hop world, just like he was always doing, as far as I can remember. He's always that dude out there trying to make it happen. So, without further ado, let's bring this young man into the set right here and see if we can get him to make his presence felt. Ladies and gentlemen, Cardell Arnett is in the building. Say hello to my man Cardell, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Cardell.
What's going down, brother? What's going down?
Hey man, it's a beautiful thing, bro. When the day when you're on my show and we can sit here together and chop it up, I mean that is in fact a very beautiful thing, man. So I'm excited to have you here, man. It's excited to see you, bro. It's been too long.
Man, it's been a minute, brother. A long minute.
Well, man, I'm happy to see that you're healthy and looking just like like you always do, man. That big smile on your face, man, and just happy to see you still doing Cardell, man. That's what's up, man. How's it been?
Man, I got to, brother, man. Can't do nothing else, man. Especially with everything going on, man. Gotta keep them spirits high, brother. Keep them spirits high up and keep it pushing for from the moment and forward.
Without question. Now, and you were one of those early pioneers of hip hop in Minneapolis, St. Paul. And I remember when you were all hip hop, there was only one or two other guys. There was you, Little Buddy, I think like Trauma or somebody like that. But there was like a small circle of guys that were really good MCs that had a chance to make it in the business, man. And you were leading that front, man. What was that like in those early days, trying to hustle and make hip hop heard in St. Paul? It was cold.
Man, I mean, it was, just coming from here, the scene was thin, so, but it was definitely a grind, bro. It was, we was out the trunk with it. You know what I'm saying? We was doing shows, packing up CDs, hitting the region, Iowa, Detroit, Chicago, wherever we can hit. And the grind was serious. The grind was real. Oh, snap, look at that picture.
That's video, son. You know what that is, right? I bet you don't remember this show, do you? See,
oh, man.
Yeah, sir. This was back in the day. I got this with audio someplace, but I'm going to pull up the audio because I want you to hear it. But what happened was I was up in the spot with you. This is when you was hitting all them clubs, and we was just going from one to another. Be like, yeah, I got a gig tonight. Like, all right, here we go. We'd be in these little dark, dank clubs or whatever, trying to hit the stage and just rock it out. And I would be with a video camera or something trying to capture that moment. And in this particular case, I captured you and you were doing the acapella and it was clear. But as soon as the beat dropped, literally the camera's speaker crushed it, just went in like, so it was one of those deals.
Man.
You have that acapella. I want you to check it out. That was at the Red Sea, by the way. The Red Sea over
in
St. Paul.
Hey, you had to touch the Red Sea when you was coming up, man. Red Sea was one of them joints you had to. That was like the Twin Cities Apollo. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That was the proving ground, the Red Sea, huh?
Yeah.
That particular night, you lit up that stage too, man. You definitely lit up that stage. So
appreciate it.
In those days, man, you had your independent CDs. You were selling them out of your trunk. You were doing shows. You were a man about town. People were like, "Yo, Cardell is the guy on the come up." You were about to break, man. What do you think?
Man.
What was the difficult thing? What was so hard though to make hip hop happen?
Well, we had to get up out of here, man. Like the support system here just wasn't like in other states. You know what I mean? Like when you in Atlanta or like when you was in New York. Like I was going to Atlanta a lot, man. Like I said, but kind of what hindered me was more just some more personal things because I felt I was on my way. I was getting fan mail, everything, man. Like it was moving, the units was moving. People was loving the music, loving the vibe, man. I was in my zone. I felt I was at my peak. But things get better outside of here, and you come back, they love you. But I mean, I still had love here too. You know what I mean? And my name was buzzing pretty good here.
Right.
It was just some personal things. I needed to relocate, and I wasn't able to, and that kind of slowed everything down for me.
Well, I know that when you and I hooked up, you know, when I met you, and I was a busy guy at this time, when I saw you, I said, this guy is really got some talent. I'm gonna get involved with Cardell. And I was in multiple camps, you know, and doing lots of things, but I was really trying to make something happen with you. I felt like we could really go major. And one of the things that we did really was I did a track for you, and we ended up taking the track, and I mixed the song that I produced for you, and then we just said, let's just go ahead and do a video and the whole nine.
Yeah.
And we went to the next level, man. And this video now, come on.
Hey, man, that was like the best 4 days of my life right there. Man.
Hey, how come I know you telling the truth? And how come I just happen to have some video of some of those 4 days? Here,
oh,
example,
man.
Let me play a little of this right here. This was one of the casting calls. So this is just one day of the casting call right here. This is a couple individuals. This is, of course, now we're doing this very professionally. Of course, now we have women on our board who are with us there. They're looking at these young ladies that are coming through and auditioning, and we have respectful people who are doing this, professionally. So everything, nothing on too forward, you know what I mean? But look, I mean, you had to chill with these ladies in order to find the couple leading ladies that might make the difference and get into the video. And it wasn't all that hard. It wasn't all that hard for you, Cardell.
Hey, I got in where I fit in. You know what I mean?
It wasn't all that hard. It wasn't. This was the toughest time in your life, right here, son.
Man, it was rough. It was rough.
These are my memories. I just want you to know that. But the video itself, bro, it ended up being quite a video, man. And we went all out in terms of what we were trying to do with this video. And
yes, sir.
And, we got some really amazing stuff happening. Let's look at that video.
And welcome back to Play a Dayton. Now, we've already met our daters, cool.
It was like basically,
and it's time to meet Cardell.
These females were dating you, and they were like, play a date, you know.
Yeah.
We auditioned all these young ladies. We had a great location. Yeah.
There's spots in that video that ain't even here no more.
That's right. Oh my. Look at this. This was hard work right here.
Yeah.
But we had an amazing time doing it. You know what I'm saying? And one of the best parts about it was that we had an amazing crew, and we had a great little director, Marty, who and his guys came together with their technology, and they built this incredible set that had all these points on it. We were shooting like what was it? We were shooting points on the wall so that we can place images in the background. Yep. And this was in 1990 something. Was it 99, 2000?
This was 99. So yeah, it's 99.
So we were kind of really cutting edge with that. I thought that was amazing that we were conceptually able to do that.
Man, look, I appreciate you for that experience, brother. Man, that was great, man.
Well, that was and the video came out great, man. And it's still, to me, it's got a lot of love on YouTube and Facebook and stuff like that. But it amazed me that people didn't, just really go crazy for it the way we hoped that they would. Because that was kind of the stain on hip hop. It was just one of those things where St. Paul, you can't get it like that. But this video was fly. These girls was fly. Cardell was, it was the beast.
Hey, at that time though, didn't nobody out of here had nothing like that, right? You know what I mean? That was
nothing.
Man, that would.
It did turn into something for us because we ended up doing a little business. I know you kind of got hooked up with some people in Hollywood. You did a little business in the ad arena based on some of the stuff that we did. So some of it kind of parlayed into something good, there.
Yeah.
For me, I think around that time is when I started packing up. I started having some personal issues of my own and ended up getting divorced and relocating and so forth and so on. But, we kind of went. But with the stuff that we did and the fun that we had together, it was pretty remarkable because we did it in the name of let's make music. Let's put ourselves on the map right here. And my lovely sister wants to say hello. Hey sis, she always supports me, bro. She comes out and supports everything I do. Man, I appreciate that. I love my sister. Man. I love her.
Love it. Love it.
So it's exciting that that we could put our energies into something like that, trying to make it happen, bro. And most importantly, though, that we did it. We enjoyed every moment of it because we just
Every
went
moment.
nuts. It was nuts.
Every
most of the
moment.
time. I have incriminating
man.
pictures here that I can't even put. I can't even show these pictures. I can't even show them. I really can't.
Hey,
I'm not even gonna
I wouldn't trade it. I wouldn't trade one moment of it.
Hey, Cardell, so I know you're a computer geek and everything. You dig these studios, so I want to show you my little layout here. I want to bring you on in and invite you into my studios. You come to the crib, you'll know how these cameras work. But this is my overhead, and all these buttons, these millions and zillions of buttons is what I do to run the show. And this is my side view over here, and then I got another view up here. But that's pretty much my views.
Yeah.
And my views in my
Fancy
studio.
over there.
My views in my studio, my views in the world. Well, those are different things altogether indeed, man. But it's so glad to have. I'm so glad to have you on my show, man. So, what's been happening? I mean, what? Oh, Cardell.
Yo.
Stop. Did I applaud for you first of all when you got here? Because we should have given you a clap when you first got here. I don't know that we did. Let me find my sound effect. Cardell.
Yeah.
Y'all crazy. That's Cardell Arnett. Hey, Cardell, but anyway, what got my attention just now was that we started a movie.
Yes, we did, man. Hey, we even shot a few scenes too, man. Hey, remember I did a couple dope records for the movie too.
And I want to get those. I wish I had those right now because we did shoot a movie and there were scenes. There were scenes.
Yeah.
Yes, there were. We were not playing around. We was shooting the flip phone in up close.
Man, look at that phone back. Oh man. That's the old Navy too. Look at that.
That's the old Navigator. So we had you up and down the street or whatever. But it gets better though because check this out. Remember this? Here's your nemesis. Remember you had the record store. The theme was that you had this record store and you was a producer at the same time. But then this guy here, Trauma, and his crew was thugged out. But you had a commitment to do a record for him and he was trying to make your life miserable. This is your record store. He's just coming in there throwing his weight around, being Trauma-like or whatever.
Yeah. Man.
Them days, bro.
Man, I wish we could have finished that, bro. Man, that.
What's funny is that I got a. This is your record store. What's so funny is that I have. Here you go, coming into the record store. Check it out. We got another scene with the man in the day. Look at it. Yo, we were legit. And I was shooting 24p. This was 2000 or whatever. And I was shooting 24p when it first came out. So this was brand new, trying to get a film look on a budget kind of things. And I was really starting to see the possibilities for what we could do. And man, it was great stuff, man. I have lots of stuff.
Man.
I have lots of footage, Cardell. You wouldn't believe it. Matter of fact, since we showing stuff and everything, and I'd already showed the pictures of you in your casting call, which was but dig this, because we did table reads, bro. We did table reads. Remember your co-star?
Oh man, I remember that.
What? Yes,
Oh
we did.
man, yeah.
We had table reads, that's right, just like the Hollywood professionals did, man. We wasn't playing around, bro. This is a legit movie. It was called I Thought You Knew. I still have the script, you know what I mean? I still have the script is fresh. Check this dude out, though. Who's this? Who's co-act?
Look at Mac.
Look
Big
at
Mac.
McNass over there trying to get his acting on. What's this, Mac? Don't look in the camera. Oh, you looked in the camera, Mac. Don't do that. Look at Mac. Don't look in the camera. You look right in the camera. But that's legit stuff, man. That's the kind of thing that we were on in those days. We really were straight up trying to just blow up, and we didn't care, right? Like,
man, we was just doing it. We was doing it. We was loving it, and we was passionate, and it was. We could. That movie. I wish we could have did that movie. Like I said, I got them records too, man. I still got them records I wrote for that movie.
We gotta do the movie. The movie's gonna happen. Now, we gotta. The movie, the scenes that I have are so straight. I had Mary and Hadia working on some scenes. I got footage of that. I got footage of you and Trauma. Matter of fact, I think I got the Trauma stuff somewhere. Let me see if I got a rehearsal of you and Trauma somewhere. So I thought I had. Hold on. Well, let me ask you this now before we get out of here. Let me just ask you this.
Blindfold, please.
Let me just ask you this. What they say, Cardell?
Dating or are you hating?
They dating.
Dating. Yeah.
Oh, that's just
Yeah.
Boy, I tell you, they was all dating, wasn't they, Cardell?
Yeah.
Times, man. Limousines and kerosene.
Man, look, it was a great time.
Oh,
It was
incredible.
that was a movie in itself too, man.
That video
All
was a
day
movie.
long.
Matter of fact, as I was going through my archives, I was like, well, let me see what I got on video. I have behind the scenes of the video, stuff like that too. So I just got all kinds of footage where you get a sneak peek at everything that happened during the process of designing the video, the shoot, the scene, the layouts, the locations. And we had it made because South Beach gave us the location, and that was the hottest. South Beach was the hottest club going in
At
those
the time.
days. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, you know, they were kind enough to give us the location. Like, go ahead and film.
South Beach. That FEMA's location was dope.
Yeah, so we had great locations, and we had some beautiful ladies and lots of
Yes,
background.
sir.
And remember the big party for the finale. Let me see if I have a scene of that somewhere. That big party for the finale, man. People turned out for that, bro. There was a lot of people up in the club. Remember
Yeah,
that?
we had to turn people away for that.
Turn people
Shit.
away, man. They were up in that club trying to get up in there that day, and it ended up being quite a party that night, man. So I remember I have fond memories of that. So this is the kind of thing that this show is about, Cardell. Because when I'm thinking about this show, I'm thinking, man, some of the people that I know and some of the people that I've worked with, it's varied. But man, the experiences, you know, have been so unique and so special that I can't not acknowledge these people along the way, regardless of who they are, their level of success in the industry. I have to reach out and say, look, this is what we did and what we tried to do, and so forth. Remember this. Don't not remember this.
Hey man, we forever got a block in my memory. That I don't care if I get old and see now. I ain't gonna forget that though. I tell you, that was those some of my best times, man. I swear.
Yeah, the truth is, those couple summers there, that was the time. That was when we was really making our own moves, making our own decisions, thinking for ourselves, spending our own money or whatever, and doing exactly what we wanted to do on a creative front. And that's my philosophy in life, you know.
It was because of you though. I was able to actually get up in flight time, man, before they got up out of Minnesota. Like you got me up in there. That was all because of you, and I appreciate that, brother. I got a chance to experience, some legendary things, man.
That's awesome, bro. You know, for me, I was always trying to get the hip hop guys up in flight time because I came to flight time from New York, so I came with Timberlands in my suitcase. You feel what I'm saying? And
yeah.
But when I got there, it was Stacey Adams and fedoras. You know what I mean? And everybody's super fresh, you know. And I love that.
Yeah.
And I eventually shifted that a little bit, and I kept a little bit of that New York edge. But I was always thinking hip hop is the future. And how do we combine this hip hop and this R&B thing? So that's what I was always trying to do. Any hip hop track that I did for you guys back in those days, all y'all were looking at each other going, "This is more R&B than it is hip hop." He's kind of mixing the two, and I don't know if it's hard because this ain't like.
Hey, but that was my lane then though, because the ladies loved me, so that was my lane.
Oh,
like
perfect.
so it was perfect, man.
Yeah, Holla at Your Boy was the perfect joint because it was a dance tune. You know when we had that party,
it was in the clubs with it.
Club scenes, they was really in there. They was really in there going off. But that's awesome stuff, man. Look, man. So what's been happening with you though, man? Because I know that you've got some other endeavors, and one of those endeavors has been you've kind of moved on from your days as an MC, kind of put those behind you. Days at the Red Sea, long behind you, and now you're more of a producer. You're kind of doing, production stuff primarily. Tell us a little bit about this stuff here. What's happening with another Franklin Beatz, Ahunnidfranklinbeatz.
Well, yeah, I go by Ahunnidfranklinbeatz. It's that across the board. IG, YouTube, Facebook, all that. But I just kind of got to the point where, I was always doing my production, from the beginning of my career, just because I really couldn't afford to pay for beats, so it all started when I bought that first ASR 10, and it was on after that. But I just love making beats. It's something about making that instrumental, man, and it just keeps me going. It's therapeutic. It's healthy to me, and I'm good at it. It's something I'm great at. So I just let the youngins do their thing, and I'm gonna make the music, and I'm gonna keep getting these sync placements. Do the YouTube thing. I'm selling beats online. Ahunnidfranklinbeatz.com if you need something for your project. But that's what I've been doing for the past 10, 15 years now.
Well, that's incredible, man. I mean, you got to keep diversifying in order to keep it moving in the industry, and you know that better than anybody because you've been a trailblazer. You've been here all the time as an MC. I mean, you've seen all aspects of this game from the East Coast to the West Coast, New York to LA. You've seen a lot of things. So my goal here is that people will, kind of connect you with the the legend you are to St. Paul and put some dollars in your pocket in terms of supporting your effort.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The things that you're trying to do out here in the industry. What's going on? Anything you want to share with us or talk to us about that people can get out and support you on right now? Anything good happening with you?
Well, yeah. I just dropped a beat tape on Spotify, so you can check that out. It's called Silk Wallets. So it's Ahunnid Franklin. Just search Ahunnid Franklin Beats and Silk Wallets, the beat tape. I'm involved with the international conglomerate Minnesota Fleet DJs. So I'm part of the Minnesota chapter. So it's just a collective of DJs, producers, radio hosts, models. It's a beautiful thing. I just did I had a sync placement on an independent film through the banks of the Red Cedar. So I'm just working, bro. Just working, just trying to keep the bills paid and just keep making great music, man.
I hear you, bro. That's what's up. And none of that is to be slept on, bro. Nor is I know I keep bringing you back. Slept on right here, though. You and that dog in front of South Beach and this party scene that jumped off that ensued afterwards.
Yeah, man. That was a blast, right?
Look at this.
Yeah.
Too much fun. Too much fun. Hey, you know what, Cardell? It's always fun when Cardell's in the room, man. That's one thing I learned about you, boy. When Cardell show up, boy, the party's about to happen. So you might as well get your party gear on and get ready for it. Yeah. So excited to have you on my show, man, here today, man.
Man,
it really is.
Honored, brother.
It's awesome to catch up with you. I hope I covered everything. I don't want to leave nothing out, man. I know you got a lot of people out there that support you, man, and a lot of people don't know that you and I even work together, but now they do know.
Well, now they do. Now they know.
They can get them if they want to get any of the SoundClouds or any of the MP3s from those days or whatever. They just gotta hit me up and let me know, and I'll gladly break them off. The video, what you need, the video clip, the movie scene, the script. Let's do this script. Hollywood, where you at? Whoop whoop.
man, look, I need some of that footage, man. I ain't got none of that. That's timeless footage right there. I need in on that.
Well, as long as I got it, you got it, brother, because that's what it was all about. You know me. You was out there living it, and I was right behind you saying.
I'm watching. Yeah, I'm watching.
But I got you, dog. I got you. Thank you, man, so much for being on the show, bro. And I want to wish you all the best in the future, and just acknowledge, my respect for you as a young man, as a young black man trying to do his thing. Yo, man, do your thing, boss. Keep doing your thing, man. That's all I can ask.
Appreciate you, brother.
You got it.
Appreciate you.
Ladies and gentlemen, without even breaking a sweat, he's so cool. Just tell you what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Cardell Arnett. Yeah, and it's the Madjef Music Show. And on this show, we all the way live. We was for a minute. Now we got to go. Cardell, I'm going to send you on out of here, bro. But before I go, I'm going to talk to you real quick about who my next guest is. Check this out. This is who's coming to the show.
Oh, man. Legendary.
Yeah, legendary. The one and only Dr. Gary Dennis Hines is coming on the show on the 27th of February. I can't even wait. I got so much to talk to Gary about, so much to apologize to Gary about. Oh, my God. No, that's my guy. Gary is a bad man and a great man. He's also a Minneapolis guy and somebody that I know you crossed paths with many times, in the past.
Yes, sir.
So he'll be here to holler at us. Brother, man.
That's right.
All good, man. Any final thoughts?
I appreciate you, man, having me on the platform. It's a blessing, man, and it's just a blessing to have you in my life, a brother from another. And anybody want to look up my production, it's Ahunnidfranklinbeatz.com, or you can find me on YouTube at Ahunnidfranklinbeatz. All the way on IG, so Ahunnidfranklinbeatz all the way around.
It is Ahunnidfranklinbeatz. Get the spelling, so you don't have any mistake when you get out there. You ain't gonna find nobody like anyway. You might hear the music before you recognize it's him, and then you're gonna be like, okay, I need this, and then it's like, oh, it's Ahunnidfranklinbeatz. I should have knew.
Should have known.
I got nothing but love for you, man. And until we can get together personally again, one love, my fella.
Peace, brother. Appreciate you.
Nothing but the best to you, man. Nothing but the best. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Cardell Arnett. Man, that brother right there. Woo! One more time. Let's get that name up there so you can see it. Yeah, that's that man. That's that man. That's that man, mama. Cardell's a smooth dude, man, and he's a great guy, good friend of mine, and I'm just thrilled to have him on my show, as I'm thrilled to have every guest that will take the time out to be on my show. I'm thrilled about that. I'm thrilled about the fact that I can reach out in this COVID time some of the people that I haven't had a chance to talk to as much as I'd like. And I live all the way down in Florida now. It's warm down here, but it's lonely because I don't have all my friends. They all up north and south and different directions and stuff. But as long as I got these lines and I can swim to my friends via the internet, I'm coming, baby. I'm coming. Yo, and in the meantime, and in between time, I wish you would check me out, some of my work. Here's some of my sample CDs, things that I've done in the past. You can get these online. Guess what? At my Shopify store. It's available right on my YouTube page, right on my Facebook page. Most of my fans over at YouTube, trying to build an audience here at Facebook. I hope you'll tune in and support me. If you want to see where I'm at on Facebook, you can find me here at the Madjef Music Show. You can get me on Instagram at this location right here, and on Twitter right there. Guess what? I also like to write in my spare time. I've written some books to try to help you along the way. Music for love or money. What you doing it for, baby? Music, business, relationships, gear on the go, and even an esports book, which is something that I dabble in myself. These are available on Amazon and also on my Shopify store. You can buy these at pennies on the dollar, people. Pennies on the dollar for the knowledge that you get. That's all the time I got. I wish I had more. But I do want to say one more thing. Yo, just by tuning into my broadcast, you enter to win a pair of pro headphones just like the ones I'm wearing right here. The ones I'm modeling. Yeah. These them Olo Audios, baby. They don't even make them like this. Well, they do. They do, but they do it overseas, and they're handmade, so it's a pretty significant thing. Anyway, I probably run out of time. I've chatted myself into oblivion. I'm so glad you could be here today. It's the Madjef Music Show. Until we meet again. But listen, just remember this.